Hi everyone, it's Abigail here, a civil engineer and your scholarship mentor. If your dream is to study in Canada with maximum financial support, stop scrolling. In less than 24 hours, my University of Saskatchewan video completely took off because students want real step-by-step guide. So today we are breaking down the massive University of Alberta. But wait, there's a huge time-sensitive opportunity happening in just 5 days. On August 25th, that you absolutely cannot afford to miss. If you want a doctoral or postdoctoral position, watch this video to the very end because I'm going to show you exactly how to get in front of the decision makers and to ask your questions live. So, as I always say, you have to make sure you are in the official website of the specific university so you don't miss the opportunity. First, we need to look at the standard portal. Whether you are applying for an undergraduate degree or a master's, the University of Alberta is incredibly student friendly. Look right here on my screen. Did you know they offer entrance scholarships where you are automatically evaluated based on your grades? That means no separate stressful scholarship application for many of these funding portals. I always tell my community, don't lose hope. Keep searching. The opportunities are right here on the screen, but most people just don't know where to click. I'm navigating the graduate portal right now to show you how clear this system is. I'll show you a little bit also of the undergraduate program. Now, let's get started. As you look closely, you can see here there's written admission and programs, and then we have college and faculty. Like you can see undergraduate, and then we have the graduate. Now let's check into something on the graduate so you can see the entrance scholarship that I've been talking about. Now let's go here to the graduate. We have admission, international admission, tuition, and scholarship. This is mostly the important part that I always check. So you have to scroll down and read all this information. Now, for me, I want to check into international entrance scholarship. Now, the International Entrance Scholarship, as you can read here, whatever they say, there's a video to explain also. And we also have admission-based scholarship, no scholarship application required. This is what I was talking about. So you can see here we have international admission scholarship. Top student could receive up to 10,000 Canadian dollars based on admission average. This one you don't need to apply. If you have excellent grades, you'll automatically be considered. And all these other information that you can see, application-based scholarship, when you apply early, they also have it. And we also have Presidential International Distinction Scholarship. Each year, 25 students with a superior admission average and demonstrated leadership qualities entering their first year of an undergraduate degree on a student visa permit receive up to 120,000 Canadian dollars payable over 4 years, and many other international scholarship for undergraduate. I know most of you are looking to for undergraduate scholarships and also postgraduate. There's so many. You can read more information on these ones. I'll leave the link. I'm pretty sure you can be able to go through it and read through. You can see also they have Presidential International Distinction Scholarship. As you can see, this is what you each year 25 students with superior admission average they can get this opportunity. As you can see from my screen, international students, you can see from India, Prisha, he had bachelor's faculty of engineering all the way from India. We have Costa Rica, we have China, faculty of India, faculty of arts, and we also have from computer science, business, all these. We also have all the way from Nigeria, faculty of science. This is the thing for international students I was saying. So Alberta has scholarship for international students, and so many of you should actually look into it. Now, there's also here more information how to apply the, for example, international student admission requirement and then international transcript and document. Now let's check into the admission requirement. For each school, you can see we have like Advanced Placement, International Baccalaureate, we have GCE, Indian Curriculum, West African, WAEC. By the way, for West Africa, they said in this school they don't take NECO. So if you have NECO, please, you cannot be qualified. They only take the West Africa Examination Council, and all other accepted curriculum, you just click here and check based on your country. As you can see, each country is listed here all over the world. You have to see like Burkina Faso, Burundi, Cameroon. You have to check what other it's accepted. For China, it's also here. Just check on them and you'll have all the information. There's also English language explanation, and then there's something about competitive requirement for other gradings system. Also need to click here and check any other requirement for specific major. For example, this you need to see this requirement. Also for the transfer students that want to transfer to Alberta, they also have specific requirement they are looking into, like the GPA or something like that. You can check on this. Now let's go back and check. I think that's more of the undergraduate, more information I've given in the scholarship that for me I always say about rather give more information on scholarship, but you can also check on the tuition they offer, because I also show normally if you don't get scholarship you need to pay your tuition fee, but I think I read somewhere, I don't know if I can remember, you have to, if you're paying your tuition, a tuition deposit for I think $5,000 in you are supposed. So you can read more information here on entrance scholarship, the international entrance scholarship, tuition fees, international tuition. I've talked about it. Now let's get back to more information and check something on also on the graduate program. Now let's check here on the graduate, right, for masters and PhD. Now as you can see here, graduate postdoctoral studies, and then we have graduate students find your program and apply, and also postdoctoral scholar and visitors. Now let's go into finding your program. Now when you click here, you can see first thing they have put here prospective student award and funding, and then there is admission and programs for postdoctoral graduate students, admission requirement, college and faculty. As you can see, if you watch up to this particular place, you can see all the major that Alberta is offering. We have medicine, we have nursing, we have public health, we have agriculture, we have business, education, all of them. It's actually here. They have different colleges and faculties. All these you can check. Now let's check into admission requirement. I think it's very important to know the requirement of this. Now I'll say here, are you an international student? Find admission requirement for international student, course requirement, like everything is clearly here. And one thing, let me tell you that you need to know, most of these universities in Canada, let's not lie to each other, you make sure you are qualified for you to apply. It's because they actually charge application fee. You can see here for this particular school is 150 Canadian dollars. Saskatchewan, I think, also had, I think, 145 Canadian dollars, something like that. So always make sure to check and the requirement, because just don't apply blindly. You need to make sure you are qualified for you to apply. Now you can check here for admission requirements for all curriculum, like I've said before, Angola, anything you can check here. Now I'll take a look, for example, into a country like, let me check Kenya, which requirement they want. I can see from my country, Kenya, they say Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education, including marks. They will check into that. And the Kenya National Examination Council, NEC, Business Job Technical Diploma Exam, they have said final results and diploma for a business or technical must be issued by NEC. They're very specific on that. Now let's check. This is where I saw something about Nigeria, where they say they do not take NECO. It's here. They said, please note, NECO exam results are not accepted for University of Alberta admission. You need to have a WIEC. So you'll click here and check more information on WIEC and everything that you need to know. So as you can see, they are very specific. So there are also the minimum admission average to be accepted to the varies on the faculty and program of your choice. And there's also competitive requirement here. You can always check which grade you need and the requirement need to high. Like they always don't miss. They always put the GPA that you need. As you can see, engineering, pick whichever one you want to do and you'll check the GPA. We have nursing, like everything is clearly listed for every major. And if you have any question, you can always contact their team. I think their team, they always leave an email and you can always contact this competitive requirement, language requirement, their core provincial, like everything is clearly written here, and you can check and see if you qualify. Now let's check into another thing. Let's go back to, I mean, most of the time the programs, they always explain everything that you need to know. So don't say you did not see, or yeah, something like that, because people are like, I did not see. So you can see admission and program apply to study domestic and international requirement, non-degree entry, program search, everything. I think everything is thesis based masters, course based. Now let's check into thesis based masters and requirement. I think everything is just, I cannot read all of it. If not, the uh, video will be too long for you to be able to look at. So also we have here contact of the staff and faculty. If you have any inquiry, just click there and get all the information. Pursuing supervisors, their 40-year requirement, all this. You still have at least one thesis. You must meet the university. If you weren't assigned a supervisor upon admission, please reach out to your department. Academic standing, integrity, like everything, literally. Registration, they have explained here. Fee and payment if you don't get scholarship. Financial support is also, if you're looking for financial support, there are many options available to you, including teaching and research assistantship as well as scholarships. For detailed information, visit award and see the funding guide. So let's check into award and funding and see what we have. So we have Faculty of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, fees and funding. We have scholarship, international student funding. Now let's check into international students funding. Now, funding information for international students, you can see for so many financial aid, funding information for international students. We have research assistantship or teaching assistantship, financial aid. You can read here, award opportunities, all of it. University offers a number of recruitments at the doctoral and master's level. Please consult a recruitment scholarship for more information. Like I said, I can't be able to open all. Chinese government, they also have for their specific students, they also give them the scholarship and other. I think there's a lot award opportunities. Yeah, there are different awards for masters and whatever. So when I put up this video, I hope you can be able to go through the link, see what you qualify, and give it a try. You can apply. Most of the program, I think, they are not yet open. I think until next, I think, October or something. Now, most of the time, there is one thing you need to know when you're applying for this scholarship. There is writing those essay, SOPs, writing your CV. You see, those are the kind of requirements that you need. I know navigating this portal and perfectly tailoring your academic CV so a Canadian university notices you can feel incredibly overwhelming, right? if you want to make sure your application doesn't get tossed into the rejection file, let me help you. I do CV revamp, I do application for international students. If you're interested, you can always leave me an email and we can talk about your application and interest in whichever university you're interested in. And yeah, you have to, we need success to each and every student. Now, after you have seen, this is a massive information I've given you on the University of Alberta. I don't think there's anything we have missed out. I've talked about the requirement, yeah, research everything that you need to know. And yeah, I think, all right, now for the massive insider tip I promised to look at, I'm going actually to show you. Let's look at it together. There's workshop, this writing this will help you compile research. There's actually a workshop. Let me look for it here for you. I'm going to show you the workshop. Like you can see, there's a lot of fundings here, and I hope it can be really helpful to a lot of students. I'm going to show you a workshop that I actually found about, and I think it will be very profitable to most of the students. Now here are the scholarship and awards. Let's check here. Now, as you can see, there are so many award opportunities for this Alberta. Now, even this Killam, I think I saw this Killam scholarship in the University of British Columbia, if I'm not wrong, and so many of these. So now look at these right here. The university is hosting a live virtual information session starting on August 25th, specifically for doctoral and postdoctoral fellowship program. Today is August 20th, which means you have exactly 5 days to prepare. This is an online session where you can log in, hear directly from the faculty, and ask your specific question face to face with the people handling the opportunities. If you're aiming for high-level research funding, being in that virtual room is a game changer. I'll drop the official registration link in my description box below. Go click it as soon as this video ends, and I really hope you'll be able to get these opportunity. Canada is waiting for you, and your dream is completely achievable if you take action. Hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss this urgent update. Drop a comment telling me what university I should break down next, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep researching and don't give up.